Recording. Yeah. Good morning, guys, and we are here to learn about Power BI, and not only Power BI. So we discuss here BI and data warehouse concepts and what is SQL, and we'll learn total SQL and Power BI and report builder as well. So before this training topics, let me introduce myself first. Then we'll go one by one. Yeah, for myself, Janardhan, and I have total 6+ years of experience in IT industry. Before I work with other domain also, and yeah, I'm from Andhra. So with this 6 years of experience, I work with the different BI tools, and even I worked with database as well. BI tools comes under like Power BI, Tableau, Oracle BI, yeah, these three main I touched, and even we have other, but I don't have experience with that. But mostly with my experience, I can say now Power BI is very demanding tool. So that's why I chose it, and even I recommend others to choose. Okay, so I'll give some POCs for that. So why we need to choose Power BI and how we feel our job securities for a long time. So getting job is not the only matter, even we have to survive for a long. Okay, so yeah, I think I covered myself, and first we'll see why should we learn Power BI. And before we start that, first I'll explain what are the candidate eligibilities to learn this course. So candidate should have minimum degree, like they should have BSc or BCom or other domain, other degrees like BTech, MTech, MBA, MCA. So all these candidates are eligible. Even I saw few diploma candidates are working on this, but few MNCs they'll expect mandatory for any graduation. But diploma will not comes under graduation, but few companies will allow that as well. So based on this, I hope you can understand who are eligible with respect to degree. And then even candidate, if they don't have any IT background, and if they don't have any computer knowledge, they can learn. And but what they have to do, they should keep more efforts, and they should keep practice whatever we discuss here with the queries or any visualization part. So all this will learn one by one, but the candidate should give more efforts than others who is having already experience. So few candidates may have experience with the other domains, so they are fine, but even they has to keep more efforts since they are switching technology. Okay, so we cover degrees and the candidate requirements, the efforts they has to keep. So we'll discuss more one by one during the training period, and yeah, then we'll go first. Why should we choose only Power BI since we have other BI tools in the market? First thing, Power BI is a Microsoft product, and when compared to other tools, Power with the Power BI we can do more data transformations. Like you can prepare your data within application. Like there is Power Query Editor which helps to improve data integrity. Data integrity means data clearness, so quality data. So maybe from sources you may get some wrong inputs also. Like for example, just take a gender case. So in gender, if they wants to show with a single letter, we'll keep M or F. M for male, F for female. If unfortunately if user entered any other letter, it's like typo errors. These kind of typo errors will give some wrong results to the user. So what we have to do, we can make it correct, or we can remove that record and we can send an accurate report to the user. So these things we cannot do with the all other BI tools, but we can do with the Power BI. This is a very simple and general example. This is not only the reason, There are a lot of reasons. We'll learn one by one. And yeah, so Power BI helps to do like to connect different kind of data sources and to do the data transformations, which helps to clean the data and which helps to get accurate data for the visualization. And even you can do the data model. Data model means creating relations for your whole data, that will learn what is relations, what is model, what are transformations. We'll learn one by one, but I'm just showing the difference between Power BI and other tools, since I have knowledge and some experience on other tools as well. So that's what I want to show, the difference to choose Power BI tool. So all these transformations, model and visualization we can do, and even since it is a Microsoft product, yeah, we can extract your reports into the Excel as well, and then even you can use Excel as a data sources, Excel's as some SharePoint files. So these all you can use, and with the Power BI you can connect to the report builder, so which helps to handle large volume of data. So these are very good advantages with Power BI when compared to other BI tools, and the main reason Tableau is very higher cost. So let me come to the Tableau first. What is Tableau? Tableau also one of BI tool before it is leading the market. Now Power BI is leading. So I have some proofs. I'll show you that. So now Power BI having very less cost when compared to other BI tools. For example, Tableau. It's cost around $70 per month per user. $70 means you can calculate 70 into 78 if you want to show with the rupees. It's around 7 7 are 49, so it's around 5,000. But if you come back to the tab Power BI, it shows only $10 per month per user. It's a basic license price. But one more thing before I used to say, with the Power BI even you can work with a free environment, that is Power BI desktop, but no other BI tool provide these free desktop applications. So Power BI will provide, so you can do development activities. Guys, do you have any question? Okay, fine. Thanks for muting yourself. Yeah. Yes, we are discussing about licensing model. Yes, Power BI has a free application, that is Power BI desktop, where you can do all your development activities. But if you want to share your report to the users, we'll go for the licensing part. Then here also we have different kind of license: Power BI Pro, Premium, and Premium Capacity. So these all kind of this kind of license we have, so that we can learn one by one once we enter into the subject. But I'm just here comparing with other tools, why Power BI became um, more powerful BI tool. So I have somebody raised hand. So if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. I saw somebody raised their hand. Okay, if it is accidentally, leave it for now. Um, I'll explain how to use this group conversation also. So this is really important when you join your organization. So if shows your hand, so that means you want to speak something, or if you want to add some comments during the conversation. So that will learn one by one. I'll teach everything, even if no job background, like if there is no job experience from the candidate, it's no problem. So I will learn everything here, and will make him perfect to keep 4 or 5 years of experience in IT industry. But what I'm expecting from your end, so you should keep more efforts, dedication, and yeah, you should fix for everything. So you have to do some sacrifices if you have any other plans. If you want to become an expert, if you want to reach your goals with a short time. So this is only 2 months duration course. You can start um, applying jobs for after this, and there are a lot of candidates who got job within 3 months once they join in the course. but this is earlier. Let's see now how things will go, since there are so many changes in the recruitment process. We'll see. Yeah, sorry for deviating about this, but I'm just entering to the working environment also by raising the hand. So no problem. This all we should know. So we'll come back to this differentiation with Power BI and other tools. So when compared to all other BI tools, Power BI is very cheaper and providing all services like data transformations, modeling and visualization, and sharing these reports to the end users. So all these services we can do with a single price. And then this is price part. So if you go with the this price part and the features we have. So features I already explained. If you want to do with other BI tools, you have to do in different environments. So this is difficult with other tools. And I'll come back to some real-time proof which Google says. So for that, let me share my screen and show you something. Sharing screen. So I hope everybody can see the screen. If not, please let me know. So I think everybody can see this. So we'll ask Google, which is the trending BI tool now. So we'll just go to the Google Trends. We'll just ask which is the demandful BI tool. So first let me compare with Tableau, since it was leading the market. It was, not it is. Okay. Let me ask first for Power BI and then we'll compare with Tableau. Just see the results for Power BI. These are the searches we have from Google. So it is fluctuating. Yes, it will. So it is just for past day. Just make it for year. Then we'll go back to previous 5 years also. So if you see here, it is keep on increasing stage. Okay, so let me compare with Tableau, since it was leading. This is Tableau BI tool. So compare with these two. See, red color, if you see here, red shows Tableau and this blue shows Power BI. So see, with this you can understand which is having more demand and more searches. So if you are searching something, you are expecting that, or if you want to know something about the particular keyword. Keyword means whatever we enter here. So now the Power BI is a keyword, Tableau is a keyword. We are comparing these two. Okay, on what basis I'm saying it is a keyword? We are just taking this word and asking Google, so what are the such trends we have it. So just it is keyword for a Google, not for the subject. Okay, so based on this you can understand. So Tableau is it was leading, now Power BI is leading. So this is only for past year results. If you go back to past 5 years, you will see the past 5 years trend. See, before Tableau was leading, so I said right, before Tableau is ruling the market, now Power BI is ruling. If you see, the blue line is down to the red line. So from 2020 onwards, Power BI is leading. So Power BI is introduced in 2015. From then the business users started using this tool. Then slowly the users are increased, since Power BI is providing lot of features when compared to other BI tools. Even as a real-time employee, I can say I did lot of BI, means I use a lot of BI tools, and I saw mostly all other tools reports are migrating to the Power BI. No Power BI report is migrating to other BI. Migrating means earlier they developed their report in Tableau or Oracle BI or ClickView or any other BI tools they used, and they developed reports, and then After seeing this Power BI features, every business user, they wants to switch their reports to Power BI. So this process we can say migration, reports migration, switching from one BI tool to another BI tool. Okay, so even I'm working on some specific uh, reports. So I'm migrating Tableau reports to the Power BI and even Oracle BI reports to Power BI. So nowhere I see Power BI report is migrating to another BI tools. Not only me, even with my circle, nobody is saying that I'm migrating Power BI reports to other BI tool. Even if you ask somebody, you can inquire outside. They'll say everybody will say we have some migration projects. So the report has developed in other BI tool. Now we are migrating to the Power BI. Everybody will say this only, not from Power BI to others to Power BI is happening. So I hope you can trust Google, and Google is saying this. So even if you go back to 2004 to present, it is very long history. It's difficult to see also. FC, see when started it is picking up. It's around no, there's only one such results. Maybe the research candidates doing that. So after 2015 you can see the searches more. If you see I'm just mouse overing this on the line, you can see the Power BI count and Tableau count. Before Tableau was 33, Power BI is only 3. July 2015 graph I'm showing now. If keep moving, so the Power BI searches are improving as long means as with the Tableau. And if you keep going, the Power BI crossed Tableau, the particular time we can say 2020. Okay, so if you see now Power BI is in peaks, not when compared with the Tableau. Even you can try with other BI tool like Oracle BI and ClickView. So not only these, we have n number of BI tools. So see the colors. What Oracle have, ClickView have, Power BI Tableau. Power BI is blue, Tableau red, and this is yellow and green. If you see this, all are in a very less searches. All are means this ClickView and Oracle, but Tableau has searches, but when compared to Power BI, it has less. So based on this, you can understand how powerful Power BI. So how the powerful tool. What is a powerful tool and how it is growing. So Microsoft is providing a lot of features. And one more thing I used to say, Power BI, it's not completely updated tool. So they keep releasing updates on monthly basis. Keep releasing updates means they're adding more features on monthly basis, not only what we have currently. So maybe in going forward, we'll keep getting some advanced features. Like if you see your Instagrams, WhatsApp, Facebook. Before we are having very less features, but if you see now, when if you see 2015 or 12, we have very less features with social media. Social media platforms, it comes under Facebook, Insta, and WhatsApp, whatever it is. But if you see in 2023, we have a lot of features. Before we don't have any reels. Now we have reels. So people are becoming famous with reels also. They are getting good opportunities in industries. So just why I'm saying this, based on the futures what they are providing. Who's providing? The application owners. Now for Power BI, who is the owner? Microsoft. Microsoft is providing very good features based on the users requirement. Even you can question to the Microsoft, this kind of future I helps to build a good reports for my business. If you ask these kind of questions, the Microsoft people will think and they'll discuss with the technical team, not discussions. They do something and they'll make it available as per your request. So even I did this kind of means I didn't ask any questions, but I saw a few questions which I really required for my report. So if you even you can question, but you can't question with your Gmails, you should use your official ID. Official ID means your company's email. Then you should ask questions. You can interact. So like how the Power BI is growing now, and not only this, we have some communities with the Power BI, which where you can get some solutions, right? For example, you are developing a report, you struck somewhere, and the same striking point you can Google it, and you'll for the Google you'll see some search results, and that you can see the Microsoft sites also where you can get solutions. For example, let me search something, uh, YTD calculation in Power BI. So I'm just showing example how familiar it is, how can you use, how it is user friendly, how can you build your reports with ease. If you see, not this Microsoft, you'll get some, yeah, this is Microsoft community. They're showing that the case whatever you asked YTD calculation Power BI, the case is solved, and you can see that case, and the same thing you can implement your current report. This is in-depth subject, but why I'm showing here, just to understand how it is easy to use. So if you see here, just click on go to the solution. This is the question one of your this application user asked. If you go to the solution, there will be a solution for your question. So let's just assume I'm a new user, I don't know how to do calculation for YTD. So I just asked Google, and it shown some results. And since I have an experience, I have some knowledge which sites to select for my solution. So first I'll go with the Microsoft community. If I have any striking point with the Power BI related, so if I don't find here, even I can go with other sites also. There are lot of articles we can find for our queries. So why I'm showing this, just to understand how easier it is. So this is the calculation. So you can use the same formula in our application where you can use in Power BI desktop application. It allows you to write queries, similar to Excel. So in Excel you used to write formulas for some calculations. Same way you can write some formulas in Power BI desktop also. There we can say that formulas as DAX expressions, DAX language. Okay, we'll learn about that in future sessions. But here why I'm showing this, just to understand how it is familiar, how it is easy, how much easy. Okay, so even we have some a lot of other advantages with the Power BI. Um, going forward with other sessions, you can come to know. Now we'll go with understanding means, so now you understood the importance of Power BI with when compared to other tools. So okay, fine, till here fine. So how can you feel this will be more secure job for your next 10 to 20 years? So getting job is fine. So now it is a demandful tool. I can join and I can learn, I'll get a job. What is the next? So if any other new tool comes into the market, what is your position? There is nothing to worry. Microsoft will provide more features when compared to other BI tool. Even if other tool comes, you can easily adapt if you learn Power BI very clearly, since it has more features to do, like I said, data transformations, modeling and visualization and service. So all this included with a single platform, but no other BI tool is providing these many features. So if any other comes, you can easily adapt, and anyway Microsoft will never give up to other tools. Okay, and let's see how this BI tool will impact to the business users. We'll come up with some solutions, how necessity use BI. We'll come back with some real-time solutions. So I just prepared some slides here to show. Yeah, if you go back to 1800, like 90s, so 1950 and before that, if you see any old movies also, for any business users, they used to show the data into registers or booklets. So if they have uh, multiple locations, like first we'll discuss about the business. Let's assume you have a business at 1900, like just assume you are having motorcycle manufacturing and supplies and service sales. So you just assume this business you have, and this business you have across multiple cities. So before, we don't have any BI tools or softwares to store data, but now we have. Just I'm explaining before the scenario. They used to store their data in booklets, so like how they used to maintain these kind of records. So if you have this data like this, if you want to see data for 10 years back, you have to go and search for last 10th year file, and you have to see the transactions. If you want to compare last 10 years sales and this year sales and productions and service history, it's really difficult to find it's really difficult to find the data, and even if you find, it is difficult to analyze, use and understand it. So these kind of complexities we have in earlier days. So then, after growing technologies, we have some uh, tools or applications to store data and to visualize. So like how we can say Excel and the BI tools like Power BI, Tableau, ClickView or Oracle BI. So all these tools helping business users to analyze their business data. Okay, let's come up with one after one point. If you have data in records like this, what issue will face? I can't find the data I need. Yes, correct. So as I said, if I want to compare last 10 years data with respect to each year on productions or supplies on sales, for example, I want to know how many bikes we manufactured last 10 years. So it's really difficult to analyze one after one, and how many supplies you made, how many services you made. So these all, if you want to analyze, it's really difficult. So that's what first point is showing. I can't get the data I need. If you don't find, then obviously you can't get. Even if you get, you cannot understand. That shows this point. I can't understand the data I found. Even if you find some data history, you cannot understand. It's really difficult. I'll show some live examples for that. Don't panic. And I can't use the data I found. Even if you find something, if you don't understand anyway, you can't use it. So why we need to use this kind of transaction? First thing, this is a very valid question. Like, why do you need to store all this data? Anyway, you manufacture and you sold and you got some money, you can use it. Then why we need all this history? See, I can say data is a very big weapon for the business users. So if you have a data, you can do anything. Like for example, uh, data is nothing but information. I can say this information. Let's come back to general examples. You are doing cultivations, or you are, just assume you are a farmer. Now, you want to crop a tomato or paddy. If you know something like how we have to do, it's like there is a lot of procedure what you to the tomato production. So if you know the process from beginning to ending, you can do it. If you don't know anything, if you call some other person, if you say do this crop and I need this much export from this particular area. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask. Since it is a very first session, few people doesn't know how to mute their self. So there are a lot of issues. We'll learn everything one after one. So don't worry. Since it is a very first session, we have to accept everything. Okay, fine. We are discussing about um, yes, farming. So if you know how to do, then you can. So if you don't know, at least you should have some information. You should have some awareness, the procedure to do. First you have to uh, prepare a land for plantation. Then you have to use some fertilizers, pesticides, and how you need to know how much water you have to keep, and but and which particular stage which chemicals you have to use, or if you are going with the natural way, and at what particular time you have to do. So these all things you should know. These are so these all kind of things, what we say information. What is information? Information is nothing but data. So if you all these kind of things, you can do it. Same way, if you come back to the business, if you know the production times, like for example, per month how many vehicles you are going to manufacture, and how many supplies you made directly, or how many sales there are happening. So if you know all these things, then you can increase or decrease your production. If you are having more demand for your vehicles in the market, if you don't know that, so how can you manufacture? Just assume today you have 10 10 sales. You assume if you have 100 sales tomorrow, if you just manufacture only 10 vehicles, you lose 90 vehicles profit. So that's why information is very necessary. So if you know the demand of your product, or if you know this any drawbacks with your product, so you should know all these things, then only you can take an action on your business. So that's why business analysis is very much important for your success. Or if you want to grow your business, this information is very much needed. And then uh, so first you understand the data importance, then we'll come back to, we'll try to understand what is business intelligence. I said Power BI. So Power BI means Power Business Intelligence. Oracle BA, Oracle Business Intelligence. Tableau also one of a BI tool, business intelligence tool. So first we'll understand what is business intelligence, then we'll go back one by one. So first, business intelligence is about getting a right information to right decision makers at right time. So these 3 points is very much important. Right information is very much important. To the right decision makers also important. So why right decision makers? So for example, I'm working in a company like bike production. I'm a manufacturing people. I'm not a business owner. I'm not a CEO. So if I know the supplies, or if I know the demand, it's not a matter. But if CEO or business user knows this importance of supplies, then they can take an action. So we should reach the information for the business decision takers. Like for the business owners, you can say, for example, you are running a supermarket. If you know about what products are getting more sales, then if you are the business owner, if you know that matter, then you can replace your products with a high quantity. So if the shopkeeper or salesperson knows, it's not a use. So we should know this information to the decision makers. We can say business owners are higher officials who is taking action on their business. And at right time, yes, this is also very much important. You should know at right time. If you just take an example as a medicine. So for example, you're suffering with fever. So when you are affected with fever, at that time only you have to take a medicine. So if you don't take at right time, you will be expired. You might die. Not only fever, you just assume any other big disease. So if you don't take at right time, it expires, means you will get expired. If you take on time, it will be worthable and you will be survived. Say that's why reaching at right time is very much important. If you know at very demand stage, then you can replace with high amount and you'll get more profits. So that's why we are saying at right time also. Business intelligence is about getting right information. So about right information, we discussed with previous slide, and to the right decision makers and the right time. So this is very important for your business. So not only this, you can convey with your own words also. What is BI? BI is about getting right information to the right decision makers at right time, or else there is another definition. BI is a set of theories, methodologies, architects, and technologies that transform raw data into meaningful and useful information for business process. This all we are going to learn with our Power BI topics. So set of all theories, methodologies, architects, and technologies. What all this will do? All this transform a raw data into a meaningful data and useful information. For example, just assume um, everybody knows that entire world affected with COVID. So uh, entire world is affected with COVID, and all country or central governments had a headache to see their people. Like they used to provide full medicines for all the people. For each and every person has to take medicines to face the COVID. So for that, what government needs all of the states information, like how what is the population, our age group, and their health conditions, and what medicine we have to provide based on age groups. And if you go with the female cases, we should know the state also, like whether they are pregnant or normal ladies or youngers, olders. So these all you should know. So if you have all these things, then the government knows what kind of medicines we have to prepare at faster to face this panic situation. Like for example, we have some data here, uh, just to show how we convert raw data into meaningful data, and how we show to the users, which helps to understand the current situation. So for example, just take this an example. So these are some dates, and in states at first you are showing India, but if you go down you can see individual states like Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka. So like how you can see all other states, but if you see here individual columns, they are showing total individual vaccinations, total sessions, sites or sessions they conducted, and first dose, second dose, who are the means male count, female count, and any transgenders, total vaccinations, first dose, second dose, all this I'm just added. I just attached only single slide to show a raw data. So these are we have data, but with this, if you want to understand how many AP people has taken first dose and second dose, and how many taken only first dose, who doesn't taken second dose. By seeing this, you cannot understand anything. So it can, but you have to do a lot of analysis. It may take months or years also if you have millions of records. But if you use BI tools, if you use BI tools, it's really easy to understand. Let me show you some sample for this. For example, if you see, this is a dashboard screenshot. So if you have data like this, raw data, we'll do some transformations and we'll create visuals like this. So based on this, government or any sectors, they can understand easily. So here you can see total confirmed cases we have 2,667 cases, in that cured and death. So they can easily analyze. Not only this, if user wants to know any specific information, we can build visual like that and we can provide to them. So within seconds they can see the report and they can understand what is going on. So if you see here, total testing details. They can see total tests around 46,693 millions, and for that, in that negative and positive results they can see, and doses also. Total doses they given 44,000 something, and if you go for in detail like first dose and second dose, they are giving some specifications like first dose 37.6 millions, sorry, not 37, 37,616 millions. If you go for the second dose count, it is only 6,812. If you know this details, even if you click on second dose, and even if you click first dose, will show some information who has taken first dose and who has taken second dose also. Like at first we can show some overall information, and even if user wants to see in detail information, we can navigate from overall to in detail also. There we have drill through concept, we can do that as well. Why I'm showing this? Just to make it differentiate between understanding a raw data and understanding this kind of visualization. Even if you see here, they are showing with age groups, but if I show with the Power BI environment, if I mouse over, you can see the count also, but we can't see it now. But I just want to show uh, the differentiation between understanding a raw data and understanding a meaningful information with a visual representation. So you can create a lot of visuals and you can understand very easily. So based on this, I hope you can understand the importance of BI in the market. So any business people, they need some information about their business. So for example, if you take an Amazon or Flipkart, for every second they used to get some lot of bookings, lot of transactions. But if they wants to see one after one, means if they wants to see each and everything, it's with the raw data, it's very difficult. But if you build a reports like this for Amazon or Flipkart, they can easily understand what kind of products they are selling on day-to-day activities, or month-wise or year-wise, and which products are getting more sales, which products are getting less. So why do we need all this information? If you are finding any product which is giving more sales, then business user obviously they'll replace more products which are in demand, and they can supply less which are in less demand. So for example, if you don't know, if you supply more count for a less demand, then obviously your business will get some loss. So if business loss, then there is a huge impact on society. Just assume if Amazon or Flipkart went in loss, then if they shut down that, a lot of people will impact. So the sales will impact for different business users, and the employees also will get impact. There are so many deliveries, there are so many distribution points. Delivery persons will impact, distribution points impact. So like how if you compare, everything will impact if any business is impact. So based on this, you can understand how BI is important. Business BI means what BI do? So it reach a right information to the right decision makers at a right time. So this is very important. And what it does technically is, if you pass a lot of data, like if you pass a millions or billion or trillions of data, it just, if you have it that data, then what you will do, you'll process the data into the BI tool. Like once you load your data, or once you connect your data with the BI tool, what we'll do, create uh, we'll do some transformations and we'll make it as a meaningful data. Then once it's ready, then we'll start showing through visual format. So technically BI do that. So we'll learn one by one with the Power BI application, but learning only Power BI will not help to survive in the jobs. But maybe as per project demand, you may get job. But if you want to switch from one project to another project, or one company to another company, you should have strong command on any database. So if you learn SQL, uh, it's really good, or you can say it is a complete package learning SQL and BI tool. Then why I added report builder also. So now most of the users, they are using Power BI and as well as a report builder. So since we have some limitations with the Power BI, like to export your data, and even some users want some a different way in the visualization, report builder has some other advantages. So that's why few users are expecting report builder also. For that, I'll give some example myself. So before I work with Emphasis, I just joined with the skill of SQL and Power BI. For that, that is fine. And even my client is expected reports in report builder also, but they didn't expect directly. But since I have a limitation with some exporting data, you can export around 30,000, but they need full data. If it is in millions, they want to export in millions only. So I researched and I came up with solution. We have a report builder which allows you to export data how much you want. So this case I learned myself and I implemented for that project, and it went work out. It is they are using this report now. This is what my past company. And when it comes to my current company, yeah, before switching, so I just started attending the interviews. Most of them they're asking Power BI and with one database. So database means if you learn SQL, then you can you can work with different kind of RDBMS concepts. RDBMS we'll learn later, like SQL Server, Oracle, Netezza, DB2, and Teradata. There are different kind of RDBMS concepts. So if you learn SQL, most or you can work all these tools. There might be some similar, there small syntax changes, but it will not big issue. You can get everything from the browser help if there is a small modifications, or else you can go back with error and you can make corrections in your syntax. It is very simple. If you learn SQL, you can work with almost all RDBMS concepts. Okay, so that's why SQL is very much needed for Power BI candidates. Maybe if you learn only Power BI, you can get, but it's really difficult at first time to get. But even if you want to switch, it's really difficult. For example, just take a general example. You're having skill set of three, like Power BI, SQL, and Report Builder. I'm having only two, but you're expecting same salary. I'm expecting same salary, and we both attended for an interview. So every interviewer, what they'll expect, they wants to take a candidate with a good skill set. Even salary doesn't matter at first. If we are on equal stage, but I'm having an extra skill, so they'll prefer you only. So if you have an extra skill, but I have, since I, as an example, I said only I have two, but you have three, so they'll prefer you only. But this is not for every case. If they need only SQL and Power BI, they can take any one of you. If they need some extra for any trialing purpose, or if there is any necessity, they'll prefer the person who is having more skill set. So that's why I included report builder also here. Not only this, even we'll learn some BI concepts also. Not only BI, data warehouse concepts. So BI is just, I think you have an idea what is BI now and the importance of BI for a business. So yeah, I shown this an example. We'll discuss with one more example how much a report will impact for business user. Before this, I want to give some time to ask any cross questions if you have.
Yeah, hi Jonathan, it's Raghu.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a report builder in which you'll be using it. It's a separate tool or it will be inbuilt in BI itself, Power BI.
it's not inbuilt with the Power BI desktop application, but it is, I can say it is a package with the Power BI service. Like this is a separate tool, I'll explain with that also, but you can publish same Power BI desktop report into the Power BI service, and report builder also you can publish into the same area, but both are interlinked. I'll show the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
now it is also becoming very powerful.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay. In Power BI itself, it is an updated version, right? You mean to tell?
It's not an updated version. It has some extra features,
Okay.
but not with the visual complete visualization part, but with the data volume part, it has some more features.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, my question is this. I want to know, is today the starting of the class?
Sorry, can you come again?
Yes. I said I'm just joining today.
Yeah,
Is today the starting of the class?
yeah, this is the very first session, and it is not, I'm not covering any technical part here. There's a demo session. I just want everybody to understand the importance of taking this training, since nowadays data science is leading a role.
And secondly again, please, I want to know how many hours will it be taking us every day? And is
Yes,
it going to be the same time?
yeah, it is
Because
going to.
my time difference is very hard. I'm from Canada, so the time difference is very hard. Right
Yeah,
now we are 11:52 p.m. So I want to know so I can read myself if it's going to be the same time every day and how many hours every day.
yeah, yeah. Actually, sorry for this. Uh, we are from India, but I used to conduct every day in the same time, 8:30 to 9:30, as per IST, Indian Standard Timings. But if you are not able to attend every day on this time, I'll provide a recorded sessions. Once you wake up in next day, you can listen the recorded video, and if you have any questions, you can ping me on the same in the Skype chat, or else I'll add in your WhatsApp group. You can ping me there also.
Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate, sir.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And even we have candidates from US also, but they're Indian citizen. We can say NRI. They also do the same thing. If they are not able to attend, they'll just go with the recorded videos.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I just shown COVID data, and I think, and I explained with some of one manufacturing, bikes manufacturing. But here there is another slide we have, which will give some more inputs on the importance of this visualization, showing a raw data into the visual format. So, like for example, if you have millions of records, if you want to know the total sales, see, we are showing this much simple. So based on a single second view, we can understand you have 725.46k sales. K means you can add three zeros. And if you want to know the total profits, you can see with the single view, total margin, orders, profit, sorry, products. So this is only for particular date range 2015 to 18, and this is also for a single manager. See, if you see under regional manager, they selected for a single person. If you want to see all, you can select all. So like how we can create interactive reports. So if you don't have any questions, please be on mute. Ashika, do you have any question? Okay, let me mute him. Yeah, see, right now I'm showing this view, but if you want to switch this from one manager to another manager, we can move it. Like if I select another person, I can see another person under another manager, what are the total sales, profit, margin, or year wise, or right now 2016 has some sales, and when it comes to 2017, how much sales growth you have. So if you see here 140k, here 187, what is the growth percentage? How much sales have been improved? So these kind of information also we can show. If there is any decrease, If you see here 148, but here 140. So there is a down line for the sales. If you can see here minus 5.4% is a sales growth. Minus growth means we are means we got less sales when compared to previous year. If it isn't positive, we can say there is more sales when compared to previous years. So now here we are comparing with year. If you want to see the quarter, first what is quarter? So every year we have 4 quarters, like first 3 months one quarter, second 3 months another quarter. So like how every 3 months we can say one quarter. If you want to see with the quarter wise, you can just click on second one, this QOQ. And if you want to see month over month, like we have 12 months in a year, if you want to compare between each and every month, you can select this month. So how to create this and how to make it work, we'll learn once we start Power BI. But I want to show how can you analyze, how easily you can analyze your business data. Just assume you are a report owner. If you want to analyze all these things, you are just assume you are a business owner. If you want to analyze all these things, you can analyze very easily if you use a Power BI. So it is very advanced tool where you have different kind of attractive visuals and which helps to build a nice report with a quality of information. Okay, so even if you see sales by segment, home office, corporate, consumer, and if you want to see the a product category sales, furniture, how much you got, and technology and office supplies, and even if you want to see top 20 customers by sale, there is a scroll bar you have. If you want to see tot at like 20th or 19th, you can scroll down, and you can see your sales by your region as well. So if you see, we are pointing US now, so the large bubble shows most sales. Even if you are using this report through Power BI service, if you mouse over, you can see the number also. But right now I'm just showing a screenshot, so that's why whenever I mouse over, we can't see the data. But if you see, if you mouse over with the service like through browser, then you can see the counts also. So we'll learn one by one. But why I'm showing this, just to understand the importance of business analysis. If you analyze like this, then you understand easily how your business is growing. If getting less sales means, then you have to understand, oh, this product is not much demand, we have to stop or we have to reduce this. If any other is impacting more, then you have to increase the count. Same way for staff selection also. If you require more staff in a particular region, particular location or particular store, you can improve count. If less required, you can transfer the employees from one place to another place. So this is for HR department, we can say. So these kind of employees reports will, we can say HR data, human resource data. And same way we discussed here for sales and the real-time example for COVID. Not only this, different. Even I work for other domains also. Domains means business category. It may be supplies. For example, you can take Navata Transports or FedEx. You can say FedEx also one of the largest shipping company. It ships the products from one place to another place, or we can say one country to another country as well. And if you go with some productions, like even I work for cement sites, they used to uh, they used to into cement production. So for that they are using some different machineries. I used to get data about all the missions, and I supposed to build a report about this missions, how much they consume, how much they can increase the load, if whether it is overloaded, we can use other machineries extra. So these kind of information business users required, not only for a specific sales category, it requires for every domain. So that's why I'm giving examples for cement production, bike manufacturing, sales, COVID, and shippings. So, so these are the few examples. If you consider, there are a lot. So that's why you can feel your job will be secure for a long time if you learn this BI technology. And with the BI, why we choose only Power BI, I given some proofs with the Google Trends, and with the pricing also. With the pricing, I said Tableau charges $70 per user, but Power BI charges only $10 with different kind of features. Even the application, desktop application is free for the developer. If you want to share the report, then only it charges. But when compared to other tools, it is not like that. Even if you want to view the report, you have to pay $12. But with the Power BI, with the $10 only, you can view a report, you can manipulate, I mean, you can modify, you can republish, you can do all kind of activities. So that's why Power BI became more popular tool. So that's why I prefer learn Power BI. Most all other BI reports are migrating to Power BI since Power BI are having lot of features. And so this, as I can say, I think I covered importance of BI and job security and why do we choose only Power BI, and explain the candidate eligibilities. And I need to say that um, every day we'll be conducting our sessions on the same time, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. as per IST, Indian Standard Times. And there is no holiday for Saturday and Sunday. I'll conduct on daily basis until there is any emergencies like medical related or any environmental issues like heavy rains or no powers. So this kind of days. But I'll inform if I have any emergencies before the day or early morning of the day. I'll inform whether it's like I'll update if there is no session. If there is no update, then you have to fix. Every day we have a session. And the fee structure I already informed in the group. It is 15K per user, like 15K per candidate. So I'm covering SQL, Power BI, Report Builder. All these three, I think nobody will give with a 15K with detailed information. They can do for 3,000 to 5,000 also, but they will, so with the fees, they won't cover all the topics. But I would like to cover all these things since getting a job is not easy now. It's not like not easy. If you are depending on others, it is not easy. If you learn for your own, then it is very easy. I'll train you like that. So even if third class standard attend to my classes, they can learn all these things. I'll explain in that way. So that's so what you have to do. You have to practice on daily basis. Anyway, first 3 to 4 sessions, we have only theoretical. For that, what you have to do, you have to research the topics whatever we discussed and try to gain more knowledge on that. So if you do these things, then obviously you can get your job by your own. You don't need to depend on me or others. So before such things are happening, so that's why the people used to get job very easily, and if they do hard work and if they try to learn, they used to survive. If they are not supposed to do, then they used to quit the job. But what I'm expecting, everybody has to learn clearly and everybody has to settle in their jobs. And I want to see everybody in their respectable position in the society. If you are earning more, if you are in good, if you are working with good company, if you are earning more, then obviously you'll get good respect in the society. So for that, I can say my example, me only example. So I faced lot of struggles while in academics. After that also, since we don't have proper guidance at that time, so later on we did different domain jobs, and then we do some research and we got to know the demand skills, and we learned this, and we are earning more. So, and I want to share one more thing. So if you learn this perfectly as a fresher also, you can reach around 6 lakhs, I mean 4 to 7 lakhs you can reach with the fresher per annum. If you keep 3 to 4 years of experience, you can reach 9 to 12 lakhs or 13 lakhs. And if you are more than 4 years of experience, even you can reach 20 lakhs or more than 20 also. Okay, so it is a very good position in the market right now. So this is all from my end for now. And one more thing I want to show here. So I want to disclose the topics what I'm going to cover. So just give me 2 more minutes. I'll end up after that. Okay. Let me show the training topics, what I'm going to cover. And one more thing, not only this, even we are going to add few more also during the training. So if you see at the training topics list, at first we'll discuss what is BI and data warehouse concepts, and then we'll start SQL Server. So in the data warehouse and BI concepts, we'll learn what is OLAP, OLTP, and what is fact and dimension, what are the schemas. So this all we'll see. So why I'm going to add this? So if you understand this, then you can understand your data model very clearly, and you can understand the process. So that's why I added this. And SQL Server concepts will learn everything. So what is RDBMS, and what is the SQL Microsoft Server Architecture view, and the commands we need to learn, DDL, DML, TQL, TCL, and all these all we are going to cover in our training topic identity column. So there are topics I listed, even I shared in our chart as well, if you can open and see. And when it comes to Power BI, I want to cover all these things end to end development, like from getting the data from users to, sorry, from source to delivering our reports to the users. So what are the ways we have and what needs to do. So this all I'll explain. Power Query, so which helps to do data transformations, and which helps to improve data integrity, data clarity, clearness, quality data, taking quality data, and modeling, DAX visualization. So these all we are going to learn. And report builder also, I'll explain all these things, and I'll provide some case studies which helps uh, to show experience for you. So if you do some case studies, then you'll get some project experience. So it helps to face the interviews and helps to answer for some scenario based questions. And I'll help you to prepare the resume. Preparing resume means I don't prepare from my end. I'll give some guidance and sample resumes to prepare by your own. If you prepare, then you can read each and every point, and you can understand, you try to understand what is it. And then if you don't know, you can remove or you can try to learn about that point. Okay. And you have to use your own format of your resume, and you can send it to back me. I'll if any corrections required, I'll assist you on that. And I'll provide interview tips as well, and if candidates are interesting to attend mock interviews, I'll do that as well. And one more important thing, this is not only the training topics. It's like during the training, if required, I'll add few more also. Okay. It's like which really helps to get a job. But so this is our major training topics which we are going to discuss in 50 sessions. So don't fix for only 50. It may, there is a possibility to increase 5 more sessions or decrease 1 or 2 as well. But roughly I can say 50 sessions. So yeah, this is from my end. And I know there are peoples who is attending from some rural backgrounds. They feel some difficulty to understand English, but I'm not using any complex language. I'm just using very basic English to understand. But if you want to listen in our local language, I'll give local also, but not a continuous session. I'll just brief before closing the session, last 5 or 10 minutes. So that helps to understand clearly. So I think that's all from my end. If I miss anything, I'll update in WhatsApp group or Skype group. And yeah, that's all from my end. If you have any cross questions, you can ask one by one, whatever you have questions. Even if it is very simple, you can ask, or if it is any difficult, that also you can ask. If you are feeling difficult to ask in English, you can ask with your local language also. I can understand English, Telugu, and try understanding Kannada also. Don't
Uh,
feel, yeah, yes, Srilata.
today class is very interesting and especially topics.
Yeah, thank you, Srilata. And yeah, whatever questions, or if you have any questions with the eligibilities or the play, I mean the plan you are going to do, or if you need any suggestions in that manner, I can help you. Since this is not only my first batch, it is I'm conducting a 10th batch from my end as a trainer. Even I given training internally. Internally means in office premises. I given training in office also and outside also. So I have some experience. You can, if you have anything, you can ask your questions, or else we can end up for today. As a group, if you feel difficult to ask, you can ask individually also. But let me stop recording for now. I want to share one more thing.